Yeah, the ref fucked us, but that's all right.
How you feel after a game like that, bro?
I mean, I thought they played good enough to win, but when you don't secure possessions, you're begging for trouble.
You lost on basketball IQ tonight. Good lord.
Yeah.
These split second decisions you all make, it's just not been there. You have to think on the fly, especially in scramble situations, and they just have not been on the good receiving end of these.
Yeah, it's they lost that game tonight on some bullshit.
And also, the free throws don't help because the game wouldn't have been close if you made your free throws, bro.
Did they call a foul on
So
Kaminga or Looney at the end?
the
It was
fouls on Kuminga.
Yeah, it's on
Oh,
Kaminga.
he
Looney
had
just got
his
in there
left
late.
hand on the ball.
Okay, except that game, all he had to do was just hold the ball. That's just not using your basketball IQ there. That's why I said you
Agreed.
lost the game on IQ plays.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel kind of sick because Steve Kerr can challenge that. He doesn't because that shouldn't have been a foul. Because what did JK because it was
I
a foul on
guarantee,
Kaminga,
Glorious. I guarantee you they were not going to overturn it. I don't give a
Mm-mm.
fuck.
but it was a foul.
And you
Okay,
need
fine.
that timeout. You need
We had
that
a
But,
timeout to
challenge?
advance
but
the
what
ball.
is?
Yeah,
Yes,
because we won the first challenge. So.
but then what is
Uh,
GP? Why is GP2 throwing the ball? Hold the ball and play for the fucking jump ball, bro. Where we are up one, brother. Just play for the jump ball. What are we doing?
Told
Always
you,
throwing that out.
no lack of basketball IQ in these situations. That's what lost you the game tonight.
Holy
You
shit.
can live with. You actually could have won the game through all of the bullshit calls tonight. If it was
Actually, fuck that. Why is Steph taking that shot?
Why did he take that shot so fucking
Holy
quick?
shit. What the
He should have
fuck
drained the
fuck
clock
did I
out.
just watch from my team, bro?
he wanted the highlight. He wanted the highlight.
What do you mean? He was open. You don't want Steph to take an open shot? You don't
Nah,
want
He
but you
Steph
drained
to
the
know
take
what
an
I'm
clock
open
saying?
out
It's
in
shot?
step
like
Like,
3
back.
what more
seconds
do
if
you
he
guys
missed
want him
it.
to do? You want him to take a contested shot?
No, he should drain the clock. If he misses it, they
Drain the
still have
clock?
a
Are
lead.
you
They
sure
gotta
he
run
was even
across
going
the
to make the
court.
shot, dude? Are you even sure he was going to able to make the shot with the shot clock winding down? Because
He
Alright,
they
didn't
were
man.
need
like
to make the
It's
three
Steph
shot. Didn't
Curry,
they
20
have the
man. You
lead?
got to be confident in
Dude,
making your
you
shot
have
with
three
drain the clock.
24-second violations happen to you when you did absolutely fucking nothing.
So
What was
now
the
when
lead
we
when Curry had the ball
you
there?
see
What
you
was the
see
lead?
why
They were
that
2
doesn't make
points?
sense to me? When we can shoot the ball, we don't shoot the ball. But then in a
If you
place
get
where
the
you want to
open
hold the
shots,
ball
you
for as
take it.
long as
That's just
possible,
basketball
the place where you
101,
want to
dude.
hold the ball for as long as possible, you then is when you just fucking say, let it off, bro. Let's go, man.
All right, hold
And
on.
then why was Steph spamming the Draymond screens? Why didn't he take a Kaminga screen?
Hold on. That was a comedy of errors at the end. They
It was
played good
almost,
enough to win.
Urkel, it was almost as bad as the Denver game. You coughed that Denver game up too. Oh,
Yeah. Um, they did cough it up, but if I were to look at this in terms of a a positive is if I were to look at this long term, I love the tempo of this game tonight, bro. I love the pace of it. Um, it was gritty. They did execute well, the offense, but kind of looking at it, they need to clean up these fucking mistakes. Point blank simple. You know what I'm saying? Because it's mistakes that really lost them the game. Like, bro, anytime I see a team not grab extra possessions and give another team extra possessions, and then because that's why Van Fleet got that three. You know what I'm saying? They just completely blew that game, man. Just completely blew that game. And the other thing too is like 3 seconds to go. There is no way Steph is going to get the ball. No way he's going to get the ball. But this game should have been a home game. You know what I'm saying? But they blew that Denver game. Now they're going to Rockets and they're playing on the road. This should have been a home game, but it is what it is. We're out the tournament. It's all good. Is Space is tripping or what?
We're just silent now.
Yeah, it's true. Man.
What's
Okay.
up, man?
What's going on, bro?
I don't understand how angry I am to know that like
They need to execute better at the end of games, man.
if I'm gonna lose a
They
parlay,
need.
which was 2 of them, then at least win the game. Like Draymond, all I needed was 1 rebound,
Yeah.
and I would have made a lot of money. And I bet him for 4 rebounds. Everybody else hit and I cool. I could take the L on both parlays, whatever, because he didn't get 4 rebounds. Cool. At least win the game. And the game was very winnable.
Yeah.
And we should have won the fucking game. And they didn't do the call.
No, this game is very winnable.
That made
Bro, it was all self-inflicted,
And then-
bro.
You
No,
didn't
let me-
score for the
Yeah.
last 3 minutes again,
One
bro.
more thing.
Just like the Denver
One more
game.
thing, even through all the bullshit that we, maybe self-inflicted, whatever may have been the case, you don't call that weak ass call at the very fucking end, especially when you didn't give Steph his foul on when Holiday fouled him. You don't call that at the end was a scrum. A scrum, like, you don't bail. You make a team earn it, bro. You either call a jump ball or you give a timeout to Houston. You do not call it.
I don't even think it was a foul to begin with.
You don't call a foul.
It wasn't even a foul. I mean,
Yeah.
Kuminga got down the ball.
Had his arm over
Bro,
him,
even
but
if you guys don't think it was a foul, there was no way they were gonna overturn it.
Hey, man,
The point
if
is,
we
you don't
just held
call
on
it.
to the
You don't call
if
it.
we held on to the ball and made our free throws, we wouldn't even been in that position to where that call matters. But hey,
Mhm. Now I gotta listen to these bum ass Rockets fans in his space celebrating like they won the fucking.
It's supposed to
Super
be
Bowl.
16 wins in a row.
we were like
man.
15 straight on them, like 15 games straight. Sucks to.
I guess that's what happens when they've been poverty for so long, and and we continuously own their bum asses in the playoffs.
Hey, man,
we should have won that game, man. I mean,
We shoulda
we did
won.
we did everything to win that game, bro. Like it's kind of wild that we didn't win.
Especially after that start to the game we had,
But-
they fought back.
There is something about these close games that they just don't execute well. You know what I'm saying? And like they executed well tonight. Like it was a chippy game. No fouls were being called. None of that. I love that, right? But man, like I don't know what the fuck. We get some people up here. Yeah, bro. It's like I'm just watching this game and I'm like, there was a point in the fourth, right? Where I seen them execute 2 split actions and they got 4 points out of it, 2 easy buckets. And I was like, oh, they're cooking. You know what I'm saying? Because typically, if you've really been watching like the last couple of weeks, those actions, they're not executing those actions whatsoever. They're not getting anything out of that. So, that is
What's
what
up,
it is. Hey, Lee, what's going on, man?
Hey, the late game execution in the last few seasons has been spotty for the
Oh my
league.
God, bro! It's been piss poor. Like,
No, it's not spotty. It's pathetic, dude.
I know I'm underselling it.
It's fucking pathetic. You could give it
it's-
to us straight, bro.
It's like, how are these dudes executing like this? And they've been in some of the most critical of moments. We just see Steph on a world stage, and then he does this tonight. I don't know, man. They don't take these regular season games seriously, or
no, Lee. Quite the contrary.
No.
Quite the contrary. I thought they do take these games seriously. They did take this game seriously. But the late game execution here, like, bro, all we had to do,
Basketball IQ, man, it's not there.
yeah.
But the thing is, how you don't have the IQ? You see every defense under the sun. The Rockets ain't doing anything special. These are kids. You know what I'm saying? How are these kids outsmarting y'all? I just don't understand it. Like Steph and
The
Draymond.
intensity
No,
of
the
the
kids didn't outsmart them. This is the thing. So I was explaining to my homie over the phone. I said, look, the Rockets have horrible IQ. I'm sorry. Watching them is horrible. What they have is effort, and they have youth and talent, but they have horrible IQ, and they're young. That makes sense. Udoka is the one coaching them, but even then, it wasn't nothing that the Rockets did. It was simply that.
No!
It was more.
Exactly.
It was more so this, man. Like, due to obviously they gotta like manage this nigga's knee and this and that, his on and off rotations coming in and out of the game. Stephen never had a rhythm the whole game. He had a couple moments early, but he never really had a rhythm the whole game and stuff like that. But they play well as a team. It's just once it come down to shitty reffing. And I hate to blame it on the ref, but this is one instance where it was some games where some shit the refs because Draymond was doing actually.
Let me tell you something, bro.
Oh, he Draymond.
Once,
Even though he
hey,
had all the
what?
turnovers, he did good. That's what's crazy. Oh my god, I can't.
Once I seen them call that foul on Kuminga, I knew that was going to be a L. You know what I'm saying? Because I was looking at it at the other end, and they gave up Van Fleet that 3, and I was like, ah, fuck, like, don't fucking throw the game away, you know? And all they needed to do was just fucking secure that goddamn rebound. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Steph had grabbed that rebound, the damn game is probably over. But, you know, that's the same shit that kind of happened against Denver. You know what I'm saying?
Erg, so
Now,
you
Bro,
guys have
he
been
literally didn't score for 3 minutes. Of course.
Erg,
Yeah.
one thing you guys didn't mention,
yeah.
at least I haven't heard you guys mention,
At 5
in the
point
late game
swing.
execution. Obviously the turnovers, obviously
Yeah.
that hurt. But in that last possession, that's a jump ball. Obviously, we can all see. Probably see the 2-minute report. It's going to be a jump ball.
Mhm.
But one thing nobody I don't think has mentioned is so GP2 dives and tries to get that rebound. Van Vliet lands on him. Right, Van Vliet lands on him. They don't call a foul there. You might be able to call a foul there because he lands on him. But so that's one thing. But GP2 after he lands on the ball and they don't call the foul, GP2 coughs up the ball towards JK. What the fuck are you doing coughing up the ball, dog? You grab that
Yeah.
rebound, hold that rebound. It's 90 to 89. They're going to send you to the line. You might miss one, you
Yes.
might miss both. But at the very minimum, they're sending you to the line. What in the world was GP2 doing after he grabbed that ball, throwing that shit back?
You know what I
They
think it
have
was?
to foul you. You have the ball.
IQ, man. Basketball
I think it was
IQ.
that
It's not there.
Bro,
he
all
had
he
the.
needed to do was just hold on to the ball. He just coughed it up. Like the ball
I
got
don't know
loose
if he
again
didn't
for
want
no
to
reason.
You know what I think
travel
that
charge
is?
or something.
He didn't play for like a good 20 minutes. Pods play like the whole quarter, and then he probably just had a brain fart. Didn't they have one timeout at that moment too? Couldn't they call the timeout? In my
Well,
mind,
you
I'm
have
like,
to. He didn't get the signal to the timeout. You have to signal timeout first.
Well, no shit, you got to signal timeout.
But he didn't do that.
yeah, but
He just caught the
but
ball up.
somebody could have like on the sideline or something.
Even in
That's what I'm
worst
saying.
case
The late
scenario,
game.
right?
Hey, Mike.
Even in worst case scenario, you get tied up. Let's say worst case scenario, you get tied up, right? That's
Jump
still a jump ball,
ball,
and you
half
wasted like
court.
2 more seconds off the clock.
Bro, they had to foul him. Like he had possession. I don't know what you're not understanding. They literally
Well, they
had to
didn't have
foul
to
him.
foul. He was on the ground. He was even if he held onto the ball, he was on the ground. They didn't have to foul him. They were just
Hey,
tying him
my,
up. They could
my
just tie
point
him
is
up.
they play 82 games. Why do we care about like the 22nd game? Like,
Because it's the West, bro. These games
Nigga,
All
matter,
these
what?
games
bro.
matter, man.
Nigga, what?
and Nuggets.
Like, we're not in the East, bro.
What is
Like,
you
this is the
talking
Yeah,
West,
about? It
dog.
I'm a
matters.
Like,
Pacers
these games
fan.
matter.
I'm a Pacers fan.
Like, it's
So
gonna
you
come down
get,
to like a game or two, and then we go from like the third, fourth to like the AC. It's gonna be some goofy shit like that, bro. Like, these games matter, bro.
I just
Mhm.
feel like they don't play defense anymore. Like they just fire off threes. Like I'm gonna need college basketball more just because the way they play the
Are you
game
drunk?
now.
Oh,
Yes,
said
I
I'm
am.
sauced up.
I'm not gonna lie about that.
oh, you
Yeah.
sauced. All right, cool.
Yeah, he
I
gotta go.
appreciate you, man.
Bro, go to bed, bro.
This man is sauced, bro.
91-90 game, no defense, I guess. All right.
The defense
No,
should
no,
have won this game. The
no, no,
defense
no,
should
no,
have
Cheers,
no,
though.
won.
I
no.
said
The
the NBA is back, man. Defense is back.
hold on. I'm not gonna lie. Like we lost the game or whatever, but this right here, this was a great, great, great. Like I know we lost the game and it sucks, but I'm just looking at the tempo of this game, and I love the tempo of the game, bro. Like it's not that
Oh
nonsense.
damn! Did you guys see what Steve said?
What do you say?
He is pissed the fuck off at the refs right now. He is absolutely
Because it was a
like,
fucking horrible
incensed.
job. The whole
He
game.
should.
He literally called what's his name? Bill Kennedy. He called him an elementary school ref. Damn. Damn.
Damn.
I mean, is he wrong?
No, he's not wrong at all. I mean, but
Because
I mean, this is
Urkel,
getting
you
kind of
don't call that
alarming
at the end
if
of the game.
Steve
You
has
just don't call
to
it.
call out the refs like this. He normally doesn't really do that though.
he's gonna get a fine. But
And I don't even give a damn
Oh,
because the
for
refs need to
sure.
hear that because we should be moving
Yeah.
on. We should be winning the whole fucking thing. the shit is really angry because you don't give Steph his call when Holiday clearly slaps him in the arm. You think that Steph is gonna airball Midi, and then that's a 5-point swing because Tari weak ass Easton hits the corner three by luck.
Mhm.
And then I said some bullshit. Someone's gonna tell me some bullshit gonna happen just because of that right there. And guess what? If
Yeah.
Steph gets his call, we're up instead of that 5-point swing because they were still down heavily after that 5-point swing. We are up big time and have a lot more momentum, and we keep piling out, and they don't even get close, even with all the bullshit. And this shit is
Hey,
oh my god, this shit is so angry. And I lost both my parlays, and that was perfect. I hit like 19, 22. I hit 21 because the Draymond couldn't get a rebound, bro. This is crazy, bro.
hey,
Yes,
Irv,
sir. Lee, what's
hey,
going on?
Irv, are you that mad about this loss? I mean, I am in regards to standings, but I really didn't want to see them play the extra game, to be honest with
Um,
you, because I know
um,
Kerr was going to do some weird stuff with the minutes. Steph probably would have
Well,
played
Steph's
like
knee is
24,
the
20.
reason why the minutes is choppy like
so I'm
that.
gonna be honest with you.
Steph's
Like,
knees are still not good, by the way.
I'm
It's
not really tripping about this game, but
I ain't
no,
either.
I'm not like from a standing standpoint. It sucks.
Yes.
Like I think a couple of us feel that way, but when I look at the execution during the game, like they were running most of the stuff. We didn't have wigs. We didn't like, you know what I'm saying? So it sucks, right? I get that losing this game sucks, but I did see some positive signs tonight because, there was a point that we were down by like 10 and I just watched them just generate stop, bucket. And they just kind of climbed back into the game. You know what I'm saying? So I was just looking at those things and, I was more so looking at like the game within the game. And, the fact that they were generating buckets off of the split action because I was kind of mentioning this in playback as well. By the way, playback.tv/space gang. And, the Rockets were doing a lot of switching. And, you know, one of the things that's going to happen in the playoffs is that you have to be able to adjust to what a playoff defense is going to do. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of reminded me of 2019 when the Rockets were just switching everything. And it kind of revolved into one-on-one basketball. And what they did is that they just switched and then I seen the Warriors slip the screen a couple of times, you know what I'm saying? And they were able to generate a ton of buckets out of that. So it's stuff like that. I love that execution today. So from an execution standpoint and a half court standpoint, I think we executed way better than they did in a half court, right? So if you see a team like this in a half court, um, that's going to be great. Now, my disappointment is I didn't get to see OKC. I wanted another look at OKC in a playoff type of atmosphere. That that's where I am kind of disappointed because this was tonight. Watch it. This is the second best defense in the league, I believe. Right. So, the fact that they were able to execute their offense the way that they did, and I felt like they were in control of the game for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how you call that a foul. You know what I'm saying? And then dude just, you know what I'm saying? Like it's wild. Like
It was anticlimactic.
oh my god, bro! It's like really,
Like, wait
bro.
that? Like you gonna end it
Hey,
like that?
that's 10 times out of 10 a jump ball. You know what I'm saying? Like shit's ridiculous. So Steve called a loose ball foul that decided the game. Left unconscionable whistle and something. Yeah. No. He's right, bro. Let me throw this in the jumbotron. He's 100% right. I was shocked, absolutely shocked that they
And the
had
fact
called
that
that
they
bucket.
didn't call a lot of things the whole game, it
Yeah.
was really physical out there tonight, and they
No,
didn't
no,
call a
no.
lot
But
of
but
shit.
Rose, yo, let me
Rockets
tell you
just
something, man.
called that.
You see, like the game being that physical. That's exactly what I want, man. I want the game to be that physical. You know what I'm saying? Like it sucks that we lost, but man, like it, I didn't mind getting the calls. I not getting the calls or whatever. Like I don't think we need to. We're not the Lakers, bro. We don't need to prosper on free throws, right? So um, we can generate good looks. So when I was just watching them, and a process tonight just generate buckets like that, you know, I was really encouraged. Now, another thing is that we were at an athletic disadvantage tonight. We didn't have Wiggs out there. I thought that JK had a pretty good game, all things considering. Fouled, stupid foul at the end, but I don't think that the game should have been decided like that. JK tonight shot 8 of 20, 2 of 6 from 3. Two, he needs to make his free throws though. 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 20 points. You seen the downhill stuff with JK tonight. How'd y'all feel about that? Bro, he gave us 20 points tonight in a 90s type game. You know
I
what I'm
mean, he
saying?
was the
Like,
leading scorer
Because
tonight.
I
he's a
mean,
matchup
the down
magnet for them.
stuff, that's
They
what he
can't stop
does.
him.
Because
So,
this is
like,
the
we're not
When
third
he
really
gets
straight
surprised.
game
downhill,
where
That's what he does.
he can't be
this is the
stopped.
third matchup where they
Yeah,
just
he
can't
really
drop. They
he
can't
really
shoot.
likes Jabari Smith. He gives Jabari Smith hell every time he sees him, basically. Erg, you looking at the box score, you know, you always talk about those indicators, even if you didn't watch the game and you look at that
yeah.
box score. Those 30 assists to 17 turnovers, that's like our key
Hmm.
stat for assists and turnovers. We're like
Yeah.
193 and 90 or something like that when we
Hmm.
have that. So tonight, you look at that, right? 22 assists, 22 turnovers.
Yep.
So you know, like when you see that 1-to-1, 22, and especially the fact not only it's not even close to 30, it's 22, and you got 22 turnovers, you know you're probably not winning that game, even though it was an extremely winnable game. You looking at in the second half, they cleaned it up. Like a lot of it was in the first half. Second half, they have 5 turnovers. Right. Out of those 5 turnovers, 3 of them were in the last few possessions of the game. So tonight, they just straight up didn't execute. I mean, you can blame the last call. Obviously, the last
Hmm.
possession's kind of crazy, but they really shouldn't have even been in that situation. Draymond was getting stop after stop. He was stuffing Shangoon in the restricted area. He got one on him late, but he was basically holding him down. He was gone kind of going crazy, closing out on switches. He had a block on a corner three with less than 5 minutes left in the game. Defensively, we should have done everything. Had done enough, really, to be able to win this game, but they threw it away. They threw it away with just a lack of execution down the stretch. This
What
was
do you
one of
guys
those
I got
grinded out 90 to 90, have to execute and just didn't do it.
what do you guys attribute the late game turnovers to? Like there was I think there were like 2 back-to-back shot clock violations and then that Draymond pass to Kaminga out of bounds. Like what and
Simply not getting into your stuff earlier and focus.
no, I mean because like this is like a recurring theme of like the last
Oh,
9
and
or
they
10
doing shit that they
games.
ain't did with other personnel.
This been a thing low key
Like,
since like even like the KD days. I ain't
for
gonna lie.
example, that was the right thinking of the play that they did with Kaminga, but I promise you, they have not did that set with Kaminga often. I promise they haven't.
Right.
It
So
was a
that
great
was
idea.
yeah, see that's what I was thinking too. Like do you think like I don't know, I just feel as though there's a lot of like chefs in the kitchen at times. Like, there's nothing like
It's
How many
different.
people
chefs
that
are
are
in the kitchen?
seasoned
There's
trying to
only
work
one
with.
guy that's handling the
It's a
ball out
bad
there, and
mix,
that's
man.
Steph. Who else was the other cook in the kitchen?
No, I mean Draymond is he was they were basically
But
using him
Draymond's not an
as
offensive threat.
no, I mean as the hub. Like he was obviously making that and on that play he was making the decision, right? Like, obviously Steph was coming off a pin down, but like, you know, Draymond was ultimately the decision maker there.
Mm.
So like I'm
He had
asking like
he had 5 turnovers tonight. That's
Unacceptable. Yeah,
that's
4 in
not
the
great.
first half.
Man,
Yeah. Yeah.
5. He had like 2 in the first like 3 minutes.
Yep. And they were
You-
simple passes.
Bro,
I don't know
you know
how
the
they
wild
know
part
to
about this game
go
is that
basketball. Guys are like
Lee,
next to him. Yes, sir.
Lee, everything about this game tonight, I thought they were going to win this game, man. Like everything about it.
Oh yeah.
And
Me
and
too.
and the wild part about it is that we lost this game, and we beat them twice this year, right?
Yes.
Technically, you have to play them 5 times because you have to play them 2 more times this year.
You
Yeah.
know what? But like I said, Irk, like I wanted to win this game for standing purposes, but I think this may be a blessing in disguise, bro. Part of me is glad we're not going to Vegas.
Now you
I
get an extra home game. 'cause
I wanted
Vegas is
to
technically a home game.
I wanted to see OKC
I
tonight.
want to see OKC too, but we played them 2 more times this season?
Yeah, no. But this
in
is
a
different.
playoff situation.
Yeah,
Understood your
yeah,
point.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's so
But you know,
I
Kerr, he doesn't like to run our stuff when it's the regular season. So it's like, will we even really see the real things that we ran this
so let me
year?
Hey,
say this. Let me
I
say
got a
this, right?
question. Hold on, I got a question. It's a third party. It's a third party who ain't even a Warriors fan. I'm watching that whole game. I got a question. Maybe I'm tripping. Why did it seem like there was no effort in that last 3 minutes to run like a true offense? Because it seemed like they were just trying shit. Like it felt like there was no sense of direction for the offense, and that's what I felt like killed the game for the Warriors. Obviously, that foul call, I'm not gonna lie, that's some bullshit. But I don't think that's why the game was lost. Is them turnovers and them dumbass late offensive plays just killed the game for the Warriors. So it just seemed like niggas wasn't looking to get Steph the ball, or at least when they did, they didn't try to get him open as much because the Rockets were clamping his ass up as best they could.
Yeah.
Well, think about it. You have to think about it this way. Like, they're obviously going to clamp Steph, and somebody else has to be the other offensive threat. Otherwise, like, they're just going to default to split action. But they didn't put like Şengün in the game in a couple times because they were matchup hunting him essentially the whole game.
Yeah.
So when they took him out and they went small, now you can't actually match up on it, and they were able to switch everything on their defense. So now that split action is essentially negated because of that.
So Lee,
they were
is
like,
Lee up here?
Yeah, I'm here.
So you're saying you're not mad about the game? I'm kind of disappointed in the game because, bro, I wanted to see OKC. You know what I'm saying?
I did
Because we've played the Rockets twice, we've played OKC twice,
Yeah.
and I'm telling you, bro, if that's the best that the conference has to offer, I'm like, bro, like we're not that far away. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
the thing is, when you see them in action, and I think it was Dante or somebody up here earlier said it,
yeah,
like they just play hard. You don't see any offensive genius execution at the end of these games. And then the Warriors intellectually play down to their competition. I feel like the 26
Lee, let me tell you
Warriors
something,
be
right?
destroying these teams.
I have this theory about this league. I think when you take like once you have the once you allow the game to be that physical, I have a theory that there is I have a theory that all of this high level offense shit, it just goes away. Bro, this was 90-91 tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So last year, I remember I was watching the Lakers play all of those teams, right? And the game got ultra physical, right? The damn games got ultra physical. And Darvin Ham had like all of the wings out there and all of this shit. And it's like I was watching it and I was like, yo, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of how I was looking at it. Like all of these guys were out there and Darvin was doing this and doing that. And um Darvin was out there and he had like the forwards and all of that. And I remember everybody was on the TL and they were like, yo, look at the Lakers with all of these wings and all of that, right? And next thing you know, Darvin thought that he could have taken that strategy and actually won. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the rest of the season, and then it's like that type of physical playoff type of play. All of a sudden, it didn't exist anymore. You know what I'm saying? So like you see when Steph is out there, bro, like the half court offense and all of that shit. Like we should have won that game tonight, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's
but
just
how many times
stupidity.
are we going to say that we
Urkel,
should have won
Urkel,
this
you know
game
what's
tonight?
crazy? I'm shocked you're not pissed. You're so calm.
No,
But
no, no,
me,
no.
I'm livid.
I'm pissed.
No, no,
I'm
no.
livid.
I'm not livid from the standpoint of I understand why they lost the game, bro. Like, first of all, there was 12 on the clock, 9 on the shot clock, right?
Are you
Steph
thinking?
got to know to run
Are
clock,
you
bro.
thinking this? Just get us in the playoffs. What we seen tonight isn't beating the Warriors like in a 7-game series. Let's just be real. It's not.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Lee. That's exactly what I'm saying, right? So, you know, bro, Pat Spencer plays tonight, dog. Really?
He's a
Dude,
lacrosse player.
Exactly.
You know, like,
I
you know what I'm saying?
I will say though, like it's interesting, like these past two games
Yeah.
between Dallas and OKC, and the game that you guys just played. It's interesting, like when you have that reputation as a quote unquote tough defensive playing team with individual tough defenders, the shit you
Yeah.
can get away with is nuts. Like I felt like Tari Eason was like roughing dudes out there.
Yeah.
And I felt the same way with OKC yesterday. Like the
Bro, let me
shit.
tell you something, man.
It's interesting, man. When you
Yo,
have that title of like a good defensive team, the shit they like you get away with, and it's pretty smart though because like when you
mhm.
do have that stigma about you, you can lean into that shit because it's like they're not gonna call every foul, But yeah,
Yeah, somebody just messaged me and said, "You're not beating any of the top 5 teams." We gonna see, man. We gonna see because I know what I'm watching, bro. Like this is a
Was that Matt who texted you?
no. Somebody just messaged me, but it's like this team was playing their ass off. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just watching them, and I'm just watching. You know, this is the second best team in the conference, right?
Yeah.
no, they're not. They're not. They're not. They're not.
Record
What do you
wise.
mean? No.
Oh,
What
record
do you
They're
wise,
mean?
yeah,
We're
literally.
record wise,
literally
Crazy.
they're
Bruh,
one of
better
the
they're
than
like
second
Memphis.
top
best
2 in
in the
the
West
West,
right
bruh.
now.
They're a
No,
great
record
team.
wise, sure. I don't think they're better than Memphis.
I mean,
Nah,
I mean,
What has
because
Memphis
okay,
proven though?
honestly,
What has Memphis proven
But the
though?
thing is,
no. But what I'm saying
right
is in
now,
terms of like the
how they're playing.
because they don't really have a guy.
But
Like
right now, Tony, how they're playing according to the
yo, Shengun might be that
but
guy. I ain't
how
gonna
no,
lie.
they're
he's
playing
good. No,
the
Şengün
record.
is a
Shengun is
good.
good.
He's a great player. But I think JJJ is better than him. No,
Tony, right now, according to the record, how they're
JJJ is not better than
they're the
JJJ can
second
Şengün.
hoop.
Holy
best team in the
shit.
West.
Shengun been hooping,
Yeah,
man.
but
I don't
have you
know,
seen
man.
what JJJ's been doing on both ends?
He can't even get rebounds as a
Okay,
seven
but
footer.
he
What are we
killed
talking about?
Boston down the stretch. Like he was just like he was
All
destroying.
right, so we basing wins off of the one
No,
team.
I'm
We beat
saying, but
Boston. What are we
JJJ is
talking about?
playing great this year. I think.
But to be fair, one guy had Ja Morant and the other
Okay, that's
guy
what
had
I'm
Jalen
saying.
Green.
That's why I
So
think
you
Memphis
know
is
what I'm
better
saying?
than them. I mean, like honestly, like you guys should have
No, I'm
easily won
Nigga,
saying
that
no,
game.
he's
like
no. You
if
didn't
Sengun has
understand. You
as an
didn't understand it.
anchor,
He's
he
saying
has
he
like
playing with a
range
better
now.
talent. Meanwhile, it's no John Morant on the Rockets,
mm.
buddy.
I understand. I mean, so what is
Yeah,
that?
that's
Does that mean Houston's better?
No, he's saying
I
Sagoon's
think
better, nigga, because he's
Sengun is
doing more.
like better because he's like you doing more with less.
Yes, and they clearly have an IQ problem. They're young. They're young as shit. The most who's the oldest person? The most seasoned player on the team, Fran VanVleet, and you see how he
It's
plays.
probably Adam.
So let me be honest with you, right? So you know me, right? Like I'm the type of person that I hate big men, right? But you see the way the game was played tonight. This is the perfect game for a big. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at Sengun tonight, Sengun had what 26, 11, and 5, 3 steal. Like this is a type of game that you throw to a big. You know what I'm saying? A skilled big, not a stiff, right? And they just create offense. You know what I'm saying? Just create offense on the block, right? This is this is a type of shit where you look at it and this is a classic playoff game tonight. All that other shit that we're watching and all of this stuff, like we'll be fine. Their execution wasn't piss poor tonight. They're showing fight, man. We're just going through a tough stretch right now. We're just going to string some games together. We'll be okay.
Bro, we just lost a game where Paz wasn't even that bad.
Pods hit a big shot tonight, man.
I mean, you
Yeah,
guys should have
Exactly.
won the game. There's no way. Like,
yeah,
Did you see
should
what
have won the
Draymond
game.
was doing with his defense? Did you see what Draymond was doing in the crunch time
yeah.
with his
Nah,
defense? Oh
but
my
but
god,
but I
and we
know like
lost.
people hopped in here and they expected me to crash out. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like,
Yeah, because you're too calm for me. I'd have been
nah,
crashing out, and they'd have been happy as hell,
bro.
laughing.
Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I've seen what I need to see already. Like, and a lot of people disagree with me, but I know what the fuck I'm watching. You know what I'm saying? So unless some weird shit happens, we just need to just stay the course. Like, replace that one contract, right? Whatever we're going to replace it with. I hear some names floating around, and we've talked about it at nauseum, right? But I think we'll be fine, man. I mean,
Hey,
we're looking at go ahead. Lee.
We were up 6 points with a
Yeah,
minute
bro,
and
it's
16
disgusting, man. I'm
hey,
seconds left.
telling you.
It's
Trust me.
literally the Denver loss,
hey,
bro. It's the Denver loss. Same exact thing. You were up six
At
with
least
2
they
minutes to
have
go in
Jokic.
that game
At
too.
least
hey,
they
The
don't.
thing is,
Yeah,
I think these rotations they're just not going to work. We just got to use them until we get into the playoffs because
yeah,
dudes be sitting out way too long. They come into the game, they're cold, and then that lineup that had J.K. and Buddy came in a little too late, I think, to generate any kind of rhythm. And I'm just like Kirk. If you're just going to manage minutes in a regular season just to get the guys to the playoffs, that's fine. As long as you show yourself, and you proved it in the past that you could play the right lineups in the playoffs and execute in, they'll be fine.
So Lee, what do you think's going on with Kyle's minutes? Because Kyle's minutes are just absolutely, and with all these guys playing, they're just yanked.
Yeah,
Played 4 minutes tonight.
I don't get that either. You think it's because of the lineup, the matchup? Because
that nigga stinks. He can't.
What do you mean
score.
he stinks? Bro, are you blind?
I'm watching the game. He can't fucking score. He has great IQ.
So you think he's in there just to score, right? Is that what you truly
No,
believe?
I'm saying. Look, are you listening? Did I ever say? I said he's in there for IQ. But guess what? IQ don't put a bucket in the fucking. Listen, the ball in the bucket. It's about a bucket. We can go without him. We can go without Kyle Anderson. His impact is not strong enough. It's just not. I promise you, it's not.
Have you seen?
he won a game for us.
Let me explain something to y'all.
I disagree.
That's probably the craziest thing I've heard all season.
I completely disagree.
That's actually no. Let me correct. That's the dumbest thing I've heard all season.
GP2 is worse than Kyle Anderson in terms of like certain things, right? GP2 from a defensive has more impact overall in the game just from defense alone than Kyle Anderson, because all Kyle Anderson has is strictly IQ. And
Kyle Anderson can't defend?
Bro, what are you watching?
What are you saying?
He's cool.
What are you saying, Dante? Come on.
That's why he got
you're
off
not
the
watching
floor.
the same game.
I'm sorry. All right,
GP2 on a whole nother level on Kyle. I ain't gonna, on defense. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
Y'all niggas tripping.
Hold on.
I don't know how we crying about.
Hold on.
Y'all forgot.
Did you watch Kyle in the playoffs last year?
Yeah. Okay.
Forget the playoffs. Have you seen Kyle guard 3 through 5 this year?
round.
Literally this year?
I don't think he was all that good past the post the first round.
We have lone guards. Well, we have people that can guard.
How many? Let me ask you a question. How many of the bigs? How many of the bigs on this roster can switch defensively?
How many players do we need to play? How many minutes do we need to play Kyle Anderson? Since you're talking about
more than 4.
How many?
I would say he should be about 15 minutes a game. Every single night.
10 minutes?
He should be about
Hell, not even 4.
Wow. Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
I love Kyle, man. I love Kyle.
Kyle is the only big outside of Draymond that can switch.
Okay, bench player.
I need
Is that a
offensive.
tough
I need
ask?
people to be able to put a bucket. I need a threat. He's not a threat. Draymond's already. I mean,
Yeah, he's just
shaky on
a
offense,
way
man.
worse Draymond. Like, no disrespect. That's really.
Would
what
you
he
rather
is.
have a Draymond on the floor or no Draymond on the floor?
We have.
Yeah,
what?
I'll take a back.
Nigga,
Yeah, I'll
what?
take a
We
worse
have a
Draymond for like 5 to 10
Nigga,
minutes.
He's a
Yeah,
way worse
you know.
Draymond. And they said, "Would you rather have a Draymond on the floor or no Draymond?" What? What are you talking?
let me
All right,
ask you
man,
this,
yeah, I got it.
Dante. Would you rather have him on the floor or Pat Spencer?
Okay, touche.
Ain't Pat like a guard? Don't do Pat like
No,
that, bro. We got to roast
the
him,
thing
but
is,
we
with
can't compare
Pat
Kyle,
Spencer versus
Wait, what did you
who's
just
a better
say?
playmaker between the two, Pat Spencer or Kyle Anderson?
bro. Pat's in
I'll
the
give you
wrong
that.
league, so like we can't. That's not even fair.
But
Like,
that's
come
what
on,
we're
don't do
working
Pat
with,
like that,
bro.
bro. You're not even in the right
Of course,
league.
we rather have somebody else, but we got to work with what we got, right?
Let's just pray that we get some type of substantial trade that helps the team and take the light off of Steph's knee, because that knee is
We
clearly
definitely
bothering
need
him.
Let's
a
go
Mel
get
to
Schroeder,
replace him
man.
for
Let's go
sure.
get Schroeder,
We need a
man.
Hold on.
substantial trade.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask a question. because how do you think a Jimmy deal gets done, or is that just out of the question?
Jimmy? No.
Let's
Why?
start
Talking about
small.
Jimmy
Let's
Butler?
start small.
That
Let's
shit
go.
is
Let's talk
nearly
about a Dennis
impossible,
Schroeder. We don't
Oracle. I'm
need Jimmy.
telling you.
We need small moves.
Hold on.
Let's get a.
Go all at once, please.
Can I go on?
Hold on. Whoever, but please don't speak over each other.
Urkel, like regarding that Jimmy deal, it's fucking impossible, dude. It's just not gonna work. You have to give up 5
I'm not
players
letting go of
essentially,
Wade.
and that's just not going to do it.
Would you be shocked if it had legs?
What do you mean if I was shocked? What is that?
What?
If he's saying if it was a
telling you
reality,
something right now.
Would you be shocked if it had legs?
I would be shocked.
Okay.
If it has any sort of merit, sure, but you're gonna have to convince me somehow.
All right.
Is it going to be everything?
I don't want Jimmy. Jimmy's too old, man.
Is it going to be?
If Jimmy was like 32,
he's about to be 35 years old, bro, and he's making 46 million, and that player option he's about to make is about 50 million, dude.
No. So I want y'all to sit up here and debate it for me, because there are people listening, and they want y'all to debate about the deal on why it's viable and why it's not viable.
I want to do it. That's just me.
The Jimmy deal.
You want to do? Wait, why do you want to do it?
Jimmy's old.
I wouldn't
Man.
do it.
Wait, Lee, you want to do it?
And
You
he's
actually want to do it? Why do you want to do it, Lee?
I said I don't.
Oh, you don't want to do
No.
it?
Oh,
Oh
I
no,
think it
no,
was
no, no.
Dante.
Yeah, there's no way. I don't want to do it.
I mean, you guys, all
Jimmy
you
was
guys,
like
all you guys
32.
need is
I'd
Schroeder
do
and
it.
DFS.
No, I'm
really.
not.
if
I'm
he
not.
made like
I'm not
half of his
Shout out
salary, I
Schroeder.
would do it.
because Wiggins wasn't here tonight, bro. Like if he was here, we wouldn't be having these discussions right now about Jimmy. I'm good off Jimmy. If it's going to cost us both our
Thank
wins,
you.
I'm good.
It's cost you both of
Thank
your
you.
Y'all
wins
thinking
for
too
sure.
big. Just think small. Let's get a Schroeder, bro. A Schroeder will do wonders for this team to replace Mountain, bro. That's all we
Bro,
need. A guy like
DFS will
Schroeder, bro.
fit great for you guys too.
Yeah, DFS for nothing, bro.
Tell
Literally.
the Nets to give us. It's another team I just watched recently. They got a lot of weapons. Who was I just watched? I said, damn, they got a lot of people that can be used really well. It was somebody I just watched.
They got Claxton,
Well,
Schroeder. Like,
Jalen
they got a
Wilson,
bunch
kid
of.
is
I'm pretty
good.
sure they're
Oh, the
not going to
Hawks.
trade
hold on.
Clax.
Do you see what
Yes.
you see
Hold
the
on, hold
people
on,
on
hold
the
on.
Hawks? The
Hold
Hawks
on, hold on.
roster?
Is that
Boy,
man
they can
Hold
get
on.
in New Orleans available, Irk? Is he available?
No, he's not.
Who? Wait. Who are you? Who are you saying?
I don't think he's available. But
Herb Jones? Is that who you're saying?
listen to me.
Yes, sir.
Listen to me.
No, he's not available.
That
That's
Jimmy
unlikely.
thing. That Jimmy thing. That Jimmy thing. Mm-hmm. There's something there.
I don't
There's
want
something
it.
there.
I don't want
I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced.
Jimmy's
Okay,
too
what would the
old,
lineup? What's the
man.
lineup
You,
look
you
like?
can
What's
say
the
all you
lineup
want,
look
Urkel,
like?
but I'm not convinced.
What's the lineup look
He's
like?
injury prone and he's old, man. I'm no, bro.
All right.
people could
What would that
about the
even look like?
offense at times. JK has shown to me these last few games he could get his offense going. It may take him a while in the game, but eventually
Yeah.
he gets it going. In the second half, he always turns it up. It's been consistent with him in the last 4 years. That's the thing with JK. It may take a while,
I'm
but
not letting go of
eventually
Wiggs, man.
it gets going because of the spacing that Steph offers on the court because people just sell out on him and he just takes advantage of the space.
Mm-hmm.
He got to make free throws.
Who's the best point of attack defender in the league? Damn near for wings. It's Wiggs. So why would I give
Exactly.
up Wiggs?
No.
I'm not giving up Wiggs.
What do you guys
Like
think
I
of
said, if
Cam
only
Jordan?
Jimmy was
Cam
making
Jordan.
half of his salary, then it would be a good deal.
If only Jimmy was 32 instead of 35, bro. That's really the issue, bro.
Both those.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Cam Johnson.
Eric, you remember someone told you a while back? Think it was in playback. They were telling you should have traded for DeRozan, and you say you might as well just cut my pinky off.
Yeah.
Did he say
It's the same shit with Jimmy, bro.
Yeah.
Nah.
Just shoot.
Nah, don't
Actually,
do that.
Wait,
just
whoa, whoa,
you-
Nah,
whoa.
it ain't
Don't
just
don't
Okay,
do
shoot.
maybe
Just
Jimmy.
not
shoot
on
me.
Don't do
that
Just
Jimmy
shoot
level,
me
like
in the
that.
groin.
AK.
Actually,
AK, maybe not on
just shoot me.
I don't
Fuck
know.
it.
Listen, Jimmy, but don't do Jimmy like that.
I would
Don't
not
do
cut
Jimmy
off a
like that.
finger because
Jimmy's a dog, bro.
No,
No,
Jimmy.
you guys are
playoff
crazy.
visor.
No, hold up.
You guys are crazy,
Jimmy
bro.
led his
Nah,
team to
Jimmy
two
got hard.
finals in
DeRozan ain't
Jimmy
got
is
hard.
like a
like not great talent.
Jimmy's game is kind of like a Kawhi. You know what I'm saying? Like he gets to the free throw line.
Except
Very similar.
he can't space the
Very
floor.
similar.
Irk. Kawhi
No,
can
no,
space the floor.
no, he can't. But I mean, like,
Rastaman.
oh my god.
Hey, AK, Irk, I feel like Jimmy wants to be out here to bring Big Face Coffee out to the Mission Street.
They love coffee on
That's
Mission.
jokes. Lee. You might be right about that one. Take some money away from Blue Bottle.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, get some market share from Blue
Yep,
Bottle.
put it on Union Street, put it on
Yep,
right now.
Montgomery,
Yep.
right there.
Bro. All I know is this is that they're looking for a star though, for sure. Yeah, so not really surprised.
No, if you're gonna do a star, we already said it. It's gotta be that man in Milwaukee. There was a whole
Yeah.
night for him. That's the guy. Nobody else.
Bro, well, let me tell you something
Yeah,
Pods is
about this
untouchable,
team.
man.
Let me tell you something about this team.
Who?
Wait, would you guys gut the roster for Giannis?
Yes.
Well, let me put it
Crazy?
this way.
Pod stays.
Man, Pods can go, bro.
Let me ask you this, right?
I trade Pods for Schroeder right now if I could, bro.
Let me ask you this: if they could get Jimmy, and they could keep X player, who would that player be?
Wiggins.
Wiggins.
Okay, so Wiggins, Jimmy, Steph, Draymond.
Yeah, that's
Does that win us a
impossible.
title?
But you can't do that though, Jerk.
Yeah, that's impossible.
Do we get 2023 Jimmy?
The,
That's
the,
not
the
that's not
contract don't
possible.
work.
See,
Yeah, the
that's going to be a
contract don't work.
problem. You know what I'm saying? Because
It's literally not
yeah,
possible.
yeah. So which is more important? You get Jimmy
If
and
that's not possible, I don't want it. Even when you mentioned that lineup, I was kind of iffy on it anyway. So no.
We could get Johnson and Schroeder though.
well,
If you're bringing in a player that either is making 50 million or they're going to ask for 50 million when you bring them in and they need to get paid, and if that player doesn't fit the system, you better make sure that they are good enough
Exactly.
to change the system for.
Exactly.
That's the question you need to ask yourself if you're going to pay someone 50 million next to Steph Curry.
KD wasn't even good enough for that, bro.
Well, KD could play in the system
He could play in the system,
because KD can play on and off
Right.
ball, and he improved defensively, especially in the interior.
But my point is this, AK. When we try to switch it up to actually play according to his play style, it didn't work. So if it didn't work with him, how's it going to work with anybody else?
This is what I'm saying. So when you guys are looking for moves and you're looking for this guy and you're looking for that guy, look for balance.
Yes.
Balance on both ends.
Mhm.
It's not necessarily the biggest name on the market. Balance.
Schroeder. It's just Schroeder.
Exactly, man. We got to start small with those next.
Yeah.
next
If you're
guys,
gonna
man.
go
Gotta get
big, if you're
Schroeder
gonna
is
go
classic.
big,
would
bring in
defend
a
his ass
guarantee. If he's not a guarantee, move on.
let me ask you
Schroeder.
this, right? How'd you feel about Pods tonight?
Oh man, you know,
I'm kind of
you
done
know,
with
you know.
Pods,
The
man. I ain't
thing
gonna lie.
is, I was on Pod side. I was like one of the only few defenders on the timeline. I see,
Yeah.
I don't like him, bro. I get it now.
Man, he's supposed to be the poor
Every
replacement, man.
when
What
he
happened to those
drives
talks?
into the paint and then he does that turnaround thing, looking for someone to throw the pass to, I get so pissed off. And he holds the ball for too long. There's no disrespect for him, but he just seems like he zigs from this team that zags. He does such
Lee, you know what the funny thing is?
yeah.
His scouting report when he was going into the draft, he was coming out of college.
Mm-hmm.
There's like bullets that they put on scouting reports for players, like pros and cons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And literally the first bullet that was in his, and those things aren't always right? Players develop, they prove scouts wrong, etc. But the first bullet that was on his scouting report was cannot pass on the move.
Yes. And
Cannot pass on the move, like has
Yeah.
to gather to pass.
yes.
He still has this issue.
That's pretty
He
important
has
for a
to
guard.
gather to pass.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, if he's not making those threes tonight, not taking that one charge, or something else he did, or grabbing a rebound, if he didn't do any of those things, would you say he played a great game tonight? No, like no. It's like moments he have that are good, but in terms of overall player, in terms of fitting this system, man, I don't want to hate on this young man because he's only in his second year and it's only December. But I just like it's time is running out for him for me. I need to see more, and in terms of what I'm looking for, I don't know if he provides that for this team.
Is time only running out?
Like the
is
whole
time only
reason-
running out because Steph is still,
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
that's why
it's that
Steph is getting older.
but it just looks like he just doesn't fit this system. Because we play
Yeah.
0.5 basketball and he holds the ball past that particular point in time. And it's just like,
Hey Lee, how much money does Kyle make?
He makes $8 million.
8 million.
8 million.
Okay. How much does GP2 make?
9 million, I think.
No,
that's
no
Yeah, he
clue.
makes 9.
9 million.
That's 17 right there. Okay.
It's a lot of money, man.
How
Working
much
on that
does
Jimmy
Melton
trade.
make?
12.
That's 29.
Yeah.
And then at
You need
Wiggins
11
would be like,
to make 40.
or no,
Who makes 11 on the team? Moody?
Mo makes like 13 after the extension.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he throws
That's a poison pill contract, so be careful.
Do you think they
You
want
can't, you can't
Pods?
do a 4 for
Take
1
that.
though. That's the thing.
Okay. Eric, you sold on this Jimmy thing?
I'm not sold on it,
Okay.
but I would.
You don't give a Wiggins
So
though.
I
low
would
key?
say. So I
might
would say
think
no.
about it.
I'm always gonna say no, but you know what I'm saying. Lee, let me say it this way: if one person tells me something,
Mm-hmm.
I don't say nothing. I don't come out here and I don't say nothing. But you see, when I hear
Eric,
from like 3?
Or you don't sound very cold about this, man. You sound like a little lukewarm, man.
Exactly.
No, it's
I feel like you're the only guy up here that actually wants him.
no. That's not what I'm
Are
saying,
you trying to
right? But
convince yourself because it's
no. Understand what I'm saying?
all
You
right?
see when I hear it from one
Yeah,
person,
Yeah.
I'm giving you a hard time.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You see when I hear it from two, oh, but you see when I hear it from 3 people, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's that's what you're hearing. Like, um, I think we can, I think we can do something with what we have right now. Like, Wiggs didn't play tonight, bro.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
Wiggs is super important.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
You need both those to win a championship. You need both those wings. I
Yeah.
think you could win a championship with Wiggins and JK. I believe you can.
Yeah, like I was watching JK play tonight, bro. He played, for this type of game, I thought he had a pretty decent game. You know what I'm saying? And he was rebound. Guess how many offensive rebounds he had tonight? Bro, he had
2?
like 4 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, play really good.
Damn.
Yeah, so
Over
no,
Sengun
sorry.
too?
No. My mistake. He had 5 offensive rebounds tonight.
Sheesh.
7 rebounds total.
Let me
So,
look at the real app. Hold on.
yeah, so
Oh, you're
yeah,
right.
bro.
Yeah,
So it's
5.
like
Holy crap.
I'm watching stuff like that and I'm like, yeah, that's not terrible. You know what I'm saying? So,
No, he's gotten better at rebounding, and
yeah.
as long as Kerr doesn't just finagle with the lineups too much, I honestly think we're fine. I think we just need to replace that Melton position. That's it.
So you have to hit
I know the
singles
perfect
essentially.
guy,
If you're
bro.
talking trades, you have to hit singles. You can't do home runs.
Mm-hmm.
So Schroeder. Yeah, he's
But you might have,
Warrior.
you
Book it.
probably have to go like player for player because like they don't have much like leftover salary room to manipulate with.
What is Brooklyn asking for Schroeder?
Like
It can't be
they
that
just
much,
want
right?
to
I mean,
fucking,
he's
they just
balling
want to
though,
fucking
dude.
tank, dude.
They
want to fucking tank. They're probably looking for draft capital
I
more
think
than anything.
Yeah, I mean, he probably want a first, no?
yeah. I think the Warriors should figure out how to
You can't give up a first for Dennis Schroeder.
no.
You
2
cannot.
seconds not good
You
enough?
I don't know
absolutely
about
cannot
Nah,
do
they
that.
probably
first
gonna
round
want
pick
a
for Dennis
first, dude. He's
Schroeder.
balling,
Then
bro.
tell him
I'll
to
give
fuck
them
right
2 to
off
3
if they want a
seconds.
first for Dennis Schroeder.
Nah. He was signed for the mid-level a few years ago. What the thing is for me, if there was some way, and this is no disrespect to them, if their friends, family, or agents are listening to this spaces, I think Paz and Moody just don't fit this team. Their particular play style, I think Moody at times can play well, but Kerr doesn't play him enough. And then Paz gets too much playing time. If you could combine those two contracts to get somebody who could fit that particular Melton position, I think we'd be cooking.
So, would you do Pods, Moody, a couple seconds for Schroeder?
Bro, who is taking Moody's
That's the
contract?
thing.
It's a poison pill contract. Do you guys
Wait,
not know what
how
that
much
is?
is Moody making?
Yeah.
How much
Did he-
Moody making?
He's making $4 million right now, but his extension kicks in next year, which is like $12 million.
Rose, explain the poison pill thing for the space.
Basically, what happens is when a player is eligible for an extension and they sign that contract, so they're going to make obviously more money the next year.
Yeah.
But when that contract is suddenly traded, that like inflation of money that came in from the extension is going to kick in for that other team, which wouldn't have happened beforehand. That's why it's essentially poison. Essentially,
So how much money is going in? How much money is coming out? How does
basically
that work?
the same thing because it's not your money anymore.
Yeah.
So it's $4 million out, but you're not like getting like suddenly minus $9 million out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's a
Mhm.
hard
You
it's a
still end
hard
up losing $4
cap
million.
hit.
Yeah.
Because that contract's no longer in our hands. It's in whoever is dumb enough to take the other contract's hands.
Yeah. So I don't think Moody's going to be in any deal because they're going to have a
If anything, if they actually
yeah.
want to trade him, it has to be in the off season.
Yeah. It'd have to be in the off season. It can't be after December 15th or whatever.
Yep.
So we just got to look at it from that standpoint. Yeah, but
Gonna be a long season.
Yep.
yeah, but there is legs, ladies and gentlemen. There is legs. Believe it or not.
I don't like it.
I have no idea what that means. Can anyone fill me in?
It's
I
the
have no
If there's
idea what
legs,
that
that
means.
means there's some merit to whatever's been going on.
Jimmy Butler will be a Warrior by
Oh,
January
okay.
2nd. That's what
I
it
don't
means.
want it.
Hey, if we get 23 Jimmy
Joe,
back,
don't
just
do it.
watch out, bro.
Don't do it.
Don't
Jimmy,
do
no
it.
Jimmy.
I'll leave you
No
with
Jimmy.
this, bro. I'll take him over Braun.
You do,
I'll
guys.
take him
Also, one more
over
thing about
Braun,
But it
bro.
doesn't have
Just
to
get
be
ready. Just
one
get
more
ready
thing
because
about
it's
this
either going to be
Jimmy
Jimmy or
thing. He
Braun.
can opt out of his player option and sign somewhere else in the off season. Do you really want to do it for a rental? I'll just leave it at that.
I don't know. He's old, man. He's been injured
I
a
will say
lot. He
nothing
might
more.
just
I'll
take the
leave it at
money,
that.
bro. He just might take the money, bro. He's been injured like damn
Oh
near
no, this is his
every
last
year
contract.
post 23.
No, this is his last contract.
He's asking for $50 million, bro.
He ain't getting that shit, bro.
But it's what it's going to cost is not worth it for me. It's just not. You either going to have
until he turns the clock back, he starts locking people up and fucking.
That's what I'm saying, man. If we get 23 Jimmy back, oh my god,
You realize Jimmy like fully healthy. He's probably a better. I'm not gonna say he's a better POA than Wiggs, but the
no.
dude is like,
I understand that would solve our two issues, but
he's a super like he.
Why
clamps.
can't
that
you
would
have
solve our
both
two
in the
issues for
best
sure.
case scenario?
But the thing is, he's not healthy all the time. It's like
Yeah, but I mean,
I know we could dream.
what is he dealing with now? What is he dealing with now? Is he injured now? No.
No, not right now.
I mean, listen, man. I don't know, man. That dude, when he's healthy, shit.
Bro, looking at a 2020 M3 that needs a new water pump that has like you say 3, but bro, we got a lot of miles on it. I don't care. You're like, man, that's an M3.
Yeah,
Don't
but
do
you
it.
know Jimmy. Okay, but you know Jimmy plays games. Like when he's not when his mind is not there, you know he's not gonna be able to.
That sounds like an M3 when it's running right.
You never know, bro. Change the scenery, bro. Watch, bro. Change the scenery. He gonna turn the fuck up again. Watch.
Hey.
That dude gonna be locking up everything. He's
That
that
is all cute and everything, but you need to always ask yourself with a guy like this: is Jimmy Butler's shot creation enough to slow? Is it good enough to slow down your pace offensively? You know he's not going to space the floor. The dude sometimes shoots 28% from three some years.
Yeah, but
He's
then in the
bouncing.
playoffs,
So
he
is
fucking
his
shoots
offense?
50%.
Let's say he's healthy and he gives you something defensively. Is his offense good enough to where you punt all of your wings and all your contracts and change the way you play
I say
in a
If
playoff
he's
series?
healthy,
Is he
we
good
get
enough?
23
Ask yourself,
Jimmy.
is he good enough
If
for
he's
that?
healthy,
Because that's the question
23
you got to
Jimmy
ask
is
yourself.
low
I
key good
don't
enough.
personally
yes.
think he's
If
good
he's
enough.
healthy, yes. If he's healthy, yes.
23
You
Jimmy
think
is good
he?
enough.
You
I don't
think
know
he's
about.
good enough?
You're
You think he's
literally
good enough to play
piping
slow basketball?
23 Jimmy.
I
It's
said
20
23. If we get
It's
the
almost
playoffs,
20,
Jimmy, we
25,
saw
bro.
23.
Me
I think he's
personally,
good enough.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like me personally, I'm not for it. But I mean, not my team, I guess.
If you look,
You said if
if
he's
you
healthy
guys
though,
want to
but the
watch
thing is,
Jimmy
I don't think
Butler
he's gonna
shoot
be healthy.
40% from the mid range, you can have at it because that's what's going to happen in a playoff series.
Yeah.
No, but you said if healthy
No,
though.
he's
That's what you
not doing
said.
that in
You
the
said if
That's
healthy.
playoffs.
exactly what he's doing.
you
In this
said
system,
if.
that's exactly what he's doing in a
Why,
playoff series.
why is there an if?
That's what. No, because that was a question. He said if he was healthy. That's
But
what
again,
AK
like
said. Right?
this whole Jimmy thing, there's a lot of if. Like that's all I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's the reason I really don't want to do it because he's like 35. I don't think he's gonna be like 23 Jimmy anymore. That's the reason I don't want to do it.
If he could get to the rack like prime Paul George today, and he could give you spacing that way with rim pressure, it's a different conversation. He can't do that shit anymore.
Let me ask you this, AK.
I don't think he's the best spacer as you think he is.
Just watching this team for like the last, and this, bro, Steve pisses me off. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm watching on a night in, night out basis. I'm just watching these teams play their guys. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I don't know what the difference is between 28 minutes and 33 minutes, 32 minutes. I don't know how much that would have made a difference, but when you start to drop games, and then next thing you know, man just hurt, and then you drop another game, right? So, like, I just feel like we're just in a funk. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we just can't get out of our own way. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I'm watching these teams, and this, bro, we should have won this game tonight, and that would have been the Timberwolves, that would have been the Rockets, and it's like Why is fucking Pat Spencer on the court, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why? Like, explain that to me.
Man, y'all
You know
got
what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck?
Hey,
Like,
Irk. Hey,
so
Irk. I will say this: like compared to the previous years, even though we've seen these games, this exact game, like every year for the last 2 or 3 years, it feels different this season. This season we didn't have this game. We didn't have Wiggins. I think if we had Wiggins, we win this game.
Lee, the one thing, look,
Yeah.
you want to play 12 guys, you can play 12 guys. You want to play 13 guys, you can play 13 guys.
I think the
You
Rockets
want to
feel
play
like
You want to play Looney. You can play Looney with 4 guards. You can play Looney with 4 guards. I'll live with and die with all this shit this year, but I'll eat it. The one thing I cannot do is Pat Spencer minutes.
Pat Spencer and
Hey,
Lindy
you know
minutes.
what? You
I
know
can't.
we
I
used to have
can't.
y'all see Ty Jerome in Cleveland. We used to have him a couple years ago. I was
Bro,
like,
all
damn,
these guys, man.
why
All
we
these guys.
I mean, that's why
Wanamaker.
Ty
yeah.
Jerome got a
All
big
these guys,
contract,
bro.
baby.
Wanamaker, Kioza, Jerome,
Oh my god.
Bowman. All these boys were
Yeah, I
better
mean,
than Pat
AK,
Spencer.
I would take Gioza right now.
Pat Spencer. Look, listen. All these. We had these guys that ended up overseas, Australia, New Zealand, this place, that place, retired out of the league. Pat Spencer is. If you think Pat Spencer has an NBA contract next season, bro, you need to get checked.
You didn't like that?
That dude does not
Matt
belong
McClung better than
anywhere
Pat
close
Spencer.
to a basketball
AK,
court
you
in
didn't like
the National
that?
Basketball Association.
AK, you didn't like that jump shot he made, like right off the baseline. You didn't think that was clean, bro?
Dude,
Jesus Christ. Kyle
this
Anderson
guy
has
was
played
on. This guy was on Jalen Green, bro. ISO on the arc.
Get rid of Pat Spencer ASAP.
Jalen Green is terrible, by the way.
Is he
I want
shorter
to
than
just point that
Steph?
out.
Yeah, he's small. He's small. He's
Pat
probably like
Spencer?
like 6'1".
I didn't even think he was that. I was like, what? I thought he was taller than that.
They list him taller than he is, bro. He's like 6'1". He's like 2 hairs taller than CP3.
Wait, who did the Warriors play next?
The Mavs.
Dallas.
The man.
Bro,
Because you lost tonight.
this
The
game.
Mavs and sort of loser.
Damn, we
Hold on,
played
hold on,
Clay
hold on,
again
hold on.
already.
They added
Oh
a
my
game to
God.
the schedule?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Sunday.
Jesus
This
Christ.
game irritated the fuck out of me, bro, because like we played so well on defense today, man. And you know,
Jesus
like
Christ.
Bro, we
how did y'all feel about the offense tonight?
But I mean, how many times are we going to say this? Though?
Terrible.
Like the defense is never
But hold on.
that